Hi, cherished viewers of Mission and Mysteries led Sylvester. This is a very wonderful morning, and not just any morning, it's a wonderful bright day and a bright heavenly dew on earth right now. This is a live broadcast coming away from Nkonya, the holy city, the great mountain, the empire greatest. The Lord who built by spirit and built all nations. This is the Lord indeed in the making. The Lord who has promised his return almost every time. He is as the Lord that led you everywhere and had led you again back to where you belong. The Lord is greatest. Great is he that is dwelling in the Holy One, the Virgin of the Lord, the same warrior, the powerful one, the one whose spirit never fails. Love indeed in the highest. I decree on this very highest place, mountain of greatness, hills of great people. The Holy Bible says that this is as a city set on high place, that is on a hill. The Lord does not fail. The Lord is a holy mighty one. The Lord in whom you can build a trustworthy Lord. The Lord is by all truth himself. The Lord does not fail. The Lord is this that is faithful. Faithfulness is this a long time suffering that comes with healing and all things still making a real battle. The Lord is by truth, never failing, and he will never fail. There's no single day that the Lord is going to fail you because he's a spirit. Whether you see him or not, he will still be able to satisfy you by your need, by spirit, and you will know that you are quickened by the spirit. It is happening. Standing here on this very rocky place on this hill is my own heaven. I build it not as people think. And on this mountain you can see the mountains and the islands that heaven had descended on by the glory, the dew of their places. Here you can see from that far, it's in the waters. And from this side I can tell you, it is still not filled. The Lord is still working every day. I have the best and I'm showing the world the best that we have, not the things and lies people are spoken of. We are not speaking of things that are just books, but if there be any truth, the Spirit will make it known unto you, the land of the living. Great is the Lord. And you can hear from the background the birds. This is as a great land of great people. The land that have rich, powerful heavens, having its gold and fuel of all greatness. I am the one who creates. So I show you the power of creation. If he that say he has been able to perform to that righteous level, then let that person stand tall and let's see his goodness. For what testimony do I have and that I carry? I show you the mighty thing from the east. This is it. Who performed this? It is not a system, but let it be a system, and human means that natural and supernatural and artificial working together. That is the highest level. Ever to match things that you think in your head, but that you see it happening. Here is the Lord in the making. And I prove that in all things I'm still the holy mighty one, because I have not failed either left or right. The cause you trust and believe and things you do not believe, I have not failed either of them. I prove what must be proven right, and prove what is wrong to be wrong. This is the heavenly dew, the glory of him, the Lord, that is rising. The Lord is our greatness, great in power. The Lord stands to be corrected for everything you speak. Make sure you ask of the Spirit and not just speak. The Lord makes a way from east to west, and from that same led mission, from very west back to east, because this is the heavenly marriage. You have to meet it and not fail. The Lord who promised he will build surely, because his word cannot fail. The enemy can try it all, but he won't fail, because let him blind you, but the Spirit will open your eyes and you see the truth. You can see a flying powerful bird from the west meeting me on the hills. So if you are not light, you are never set on the hills to prove the world. But what is hills? Hills is this. And I stand on the hills and you are seeing to the lower level of the waters. And beyond the waters is the west completely. That is the main west. That is where the sun sets. So nobody should direct you on this mission or path that if you are not led even by nature to know where your east or path of north or south or west is, then you can read all books and still not understand. Because you have to merge it with what all that is. Because the Holy Bible says that whatever is written in inspiration of the Lord is of the Lord. And whatever is for the doctrine of it is the still Lord, the same Lord. The Lord is great and the Lord is king. Don't fake it. If I have not called you, I have called you not, because I need a virgin. And the Lord is a virgin. So his light is his women. Because he, the Lord that loveth, will show you why women serve in the house of the Lord and the chef will make it best when it's calling for food. Here, they build. You see the Lord who built. His angels have worked continuously building the golden power of it. They are working. If you are deceived by the serpent into doing what you have to do, now is the time. Now I'm not a serpent. I'm telling you of real power, spirit angel, the unconditional lifestyle that is springing out of this place. I am. And that I am not referring to what? And later you think, this is a created, powerful angel. An angel for that matter, I built. Who makes it rain? Unless there be an existence of a righteous man. It cannot rain without a righteousness of the Lord on earth. For heaven was not open if there's no righteous person on earth to receive it. This is my own. I'm not a ghost talking to you, but I am more than just you thinking. The saint of the Lord. Who can do it best? Do not have someone deceive you. This is all my own. I'm the same person that proved it to the world, what we got here. So I call the best person to be on this, because when you give any good thing to a wrong person, they will abuse it and spoil it all. Then there was no need giving it out to someone. But the one who keep it like you have always kept it in you, trying to what? Understand and giving yourself an ear and listen to what the Lord is saying by the Spirit. And build according to how you are led to doing it. Not according to what someone says is written, but they cannot build. This is the heavens. I show you what is in the heavens. The heaven is right on earth. This is the waters, which we prove nothing but what? Prove that there's existence of meat or fish. In the forest you have meat. In the waters you have fishes. And on the mountains you have what? Wild animal and other things, spirit. That is the Holy Ghost led. All things are made for the understanding of them that also fear the Lord and obey him. But if you hate one, you hate other things. Because one thing you do not understand is the reason why you are not perfect. So being perfect is already you being justified by all things. It's not about those who come out to preach and preach. What did they preach? They preach nothing. The world is left without a creator. See the dove over there on top of the roof. How we can say it? This is the one leading. So you were told the one who is on top of the roof should not come down. Let him be there. So if you are not the one singing for the people, and people are calling themselves prophets and they have nobody singing from the heavenly and spirit realms, then what at all is it that seeth for them? Then unless you were on the foundation of their own fathers. And I'm not building on the foundation of anybody's father. For if we have to say foundation, then my own is greater than all things on earth. Because the Charles, the King Charles in UK, wherever you call it, he is as a father had lived, a son in Saturday birth. So if you never have your father as a name to rule over you in kingdom, you prove me anything in any way, you are still not that person. Because I have my own that is a king, again, ruling. And you don't know that he's ruling. Who made you what you are, and that you don't understand what you were given? Then let it be the Spirit guiding you. This is not what you are called for. I am called to do my work. And I build it, so I continue building. He said, anytime we come down, we'll put on our clothes or garments, and we'll do what we are supposed to do as we've already done it. I am not standing in the name of a ghost. I am standing as a Spirit, living mighty one. As I would, and as the Spirit giveth the understanding, so I give. I did not come out to boast. Boast in the name of nothing. Nothing. Yet, if I did not form a part of what is happening, how do I understand it? If you are not a part of a situation, you never understand. You are the one somebody is lying to, or maybe tell you half-truth, or you want to say the truth. But when the real person involved in it comes in, he will tell the real suffering. The one who suffered with you by spirit in spirit, even though you did not see him with your eyes, but some have lived with him before, they kept doing what is right. None is greater than the highest, and none is greater than the greatest. But if he that is greatest make you a great one or greatest, then you can see why. It's by works, and it's proven by spirit. And the fruit of the Spirit will tell you where I came from, the Spirit. Love is from the Spirit. I came from the light, and the light of day. And by the midnight I shine and shine in all the places. A hill that is without light is wasted, a land desolated. But this is not without. This is a hill with light. The great people have all the time given. The presence and all that it is. Who should guide you? Who has ever been there to tell you what is within and what is beyond? If you have never gone past these waters, you would think that is all. You think that when the sun sets, it means the world has got to an end. But to that far end beyond, there's oceans, waters, sea over waters and waters over sea. That's what you see beyond. For the waters drain underneath the oceans. So whether you see water or not, you are told there is water connected to something from something to somewhere. This is what I've done before. So that nobody should come out and say that he has presented to you what I'm doing. My own channel is not for you unless you just accept you're the one presenting it to the world. It means that you are the one who received the good and you sow onto that goodness. If you sow no good seed on this, you can advertise nothing also on this. Because I'm telling you, I'm not a liar. But if I lie to you, that is the purest lie. To say that I know the truth that you do not know. If I have to come from the land of the spirit and I'm in the flesh, tell you what is beyond you and religion, you will understand. And what is beyond kingdom, it means the person is from the spirit realm already. If that which is not from the spirit will never come also and become a spirit, then what are we saying we are trying to understand here? If you were not a seed of a spirit, how can you be loved by a distance? If you are not a seed of a spirit, how can you be loved by that distance, the spirit? By his presence, you shall know him. Who claim that they built it for me? And I'm boasting and selling out the black people. No, I'm selling this. This myself, nature. Say that enough fuel. You see the gold fuel, the one who put in you the gold that you became white. That is the same person. The virgin is what made it white. Sin made it black. So if you are not black, take and put yourself on, and I'll show you what is black. And you see what you suffer. You suffer charcoal. They will make you charcoal and all kinds of things that look black. And when you become black, then anything that is in the realms and by spirit black, then you are that person. But if the Lord had not washed you of that thing to give you a different coat and colors, then you say that no. You understand not also. The Lord who made you what you are, He's the same one who will give you the understanding of what you are trying to understand. But keeping one thing is the faith, the spirit. And the kingdom is the greatest sign of what? Where you belong. So whenever I'm talking to someone at a distance. So he who receive it is the wise one, as always it means, wise one. See from behind the mountains. Whatever I'm saying now is this that made the whole heavens over there in the dew as snow. If I live alone with my purest people and doing whatever we do in abroad, we will have the snow weather here. Everything will turn from this side to snow again. I'm telling you. No evil is put together in the snowy weather to form the snow in abroad. I'm telling you. There's no evil. But if there's any righteousness, then it's from the Lord himself who make his own evil, who make his own darkness, who made his own light, and who made his own peace, and decide who he will give peace. Whoever preach to you is not truth, unless he knows what evil, unless he knows what darkness, unless he knows what righteousness and light the Lord himself is. I am not standing on the foundation of anybody's father. I prove it to you what they worship. I'm not showing that seed. I'm on my righteousness. Who is this? From head to toe. If I be not what I am, look at it. If I am not as different, you will never see the difference between this and my skin and all that I put on myself. So you are in a cloth. That is not understandable unless you see that person who made the cloth. Thank you. I have a little minute to do this broadcast. It's been days raining. The angel of the Lord builds it. You know, how can a land be without gardens or green environment? And you call it the Lord dwells there. No, there is no Lord over there. If in righteousness you need something that produces the healing, the angel that made this thing. That angel is the holy. That's why we call angels saint, most holy, and all of that. Their title, just to know them, is saint, holiness. So for you to be given a title, unless you have holiness. Nobody have a title if you are without holiness. If not, you are taking the master's title for yourself to be yourself. And if nobody raises you to that high level, anything that try to give you the highest is a liar. The devil is the serpent. You know, the serpent itself is more than just anything. But let it be a sign unto people, a symbol that cannot be taken away from you. If you receive it, you have it. If you hear it because of knowledge, then keep searching until maybe something you see me no more. When you see me no more, you understand that I'm taken away far away. and you can never have me back again because you need nobody again as life. Shalom unto me, myself, not somebody. My channel does not broadcast peace to the world, but unto myself. If I told you in Isaiah 45 verse 7, go and make reference, the Lord has said, He formed the light. He creates darkness. He creates what? Evil. He makes also peace. He, the Lord, has made all these things. So what do you understand again? So in the Holy Scripture, if you throw it away, you are throwing yourself away again. Because everything that you are trying to throw away or trying to understand is the same thing. But he who works it out is the Spirit. So until you receive the Spirit, you never understand it. That's why we will throw it away and we say we are worshiping this. No, these things we don't worship it. You can keep it for what? As a reference to the Lord who has ever built. This is it, the Lord who built it. Not the one who made this rock dirty and pouring things on it, blood and things. No. But if there be anything, that I can have something working on the surfaces, that it is out of sin, humans were crushed by the devils or satanic and clean spirit. It is your own sin that should crush you by the things the Lord has created. So I'm simply saying that if you didn't win battles between them or before them, they will win over you. And they will take dominion over you. And someone having dominion over you is when you reject the truth and you follow after what you didn't build yourself in the beginning. Whatever you have not begun in the beginning, you cannot be a truth to it unless the Spirit comes in. Thank you so much. I love my goodness and you who also receive the goodness. Let the Lord rule and rule continuously. For it's not fake. Someone who's speaking to you the truth and having rain or waters being formed and clouds being shaped and snowy weather. Look at it form again. If I speak rainbow, it will appear right now. If I tell you rainbow, it will form right now because the Lord does not fake it with me. It is not a book that we are reading to you, somebody. I'm talking out of the Spirit. I'm from the Spirit, from what is within and that is beyond. I don't have to force myself to understand or try to speak a language of somebody I do not understand. But if I come to the language, I speak a language that is known to the Spirit that they gave from the beginning that has been corrupt now. That you may understand why we don't dance to the drums of people, but that we can see if there is whatever we need in it. Let the Lord rule continuously, that you may know. Ruling is in the what? Kingdom. When you have no kingdom, you rule nobody. So those who are made by the kingdom, that's where they rule. And the Lord who emphasized on building the kingdom is the one who gave the power of dominion to rule. If you never received completely by your own, you cannot rule. So to have spirituality complete is when you see the one who made the spirit or who formed the spirit or light. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, every one of you, in this very short.